dear friends. How are you today? This is Ronda Winstead. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. My day's going well so far. Yeah. So, what have I been working on? Well, I am continuing to work on some ephemera that I am going to do for a future project for Roxy Creations, Rachel's shop, using her digitals, mainly her digitals. And I'm going to show you kind of what I've been working on. But before I do that, I'm going to show you and you can help me. This is wonderful. This is great. You can help me clean up my mess. I can go so long without doing anything, with piling stuff, as stuff grows when we're working on a project. Well, I get that the stuff. And I can go for a period of time, and then I have to shut it all down, and I have to go through and I have to clean up my stuff, organize it just a little bit, so then I can make another mess. Does that make any sense at all? I ask myself. I'm like, I don't know, that sounds kind of weird. So I have my glue pages that I have pulled out. I have various pages that I have been using. Oh, these have been so cool. I have to show you. I will in just a little bit show you what I've been doing with these. And then we've just got a bunch of fodder papers and just, little itty bitties. Let's see, and I keep a lot of this stuff, and I just barely emptied this Altoid tin box. I had a bunch of papers, little odds and ends, and I just moved them to this little box so I could start putting them in creating another little spot keeper, or whatever you want to call it. How do you organize your goodies, my dears? When I am working on a project, like for instance, these papers that I'm working on with Roxy Creations, I like to try to keep them a little bit separate. I don't 100% all the time, but I try, when they get down to real small little bits and pieces, I'll probably, I'll stick them in with the other little bits and pieces. And just use them as odds and ends. But this is kind of my process of just sort of, it helps to kind of declutter my mind, if that makes sense. I don't know about you, but when I get so many things on my table and I have bits and pieces going here and there and everywhere, then it can start to start to crowd my creativity. And as I have mentioned to you recently, that has been a thing for me. And so I am trying really hard to not let things and stuff get in the way, of creating and doing those things that we enjoy doing. That's another glue page. This is, so I separate my papers according to just kind of where I think that they will be used. And I'm doing this very loosely. I'm trying to get a handle on this fairly quickly because I don't want to bore you with just doing this. Although it's just fun to talk to you. It is. I won't lie. I won't lie. I enjoy talking with you. And just spending time together. There's another one of those yummy papers. And some fabric. We put that in a different spot. We've got some glassine bags. Oh, these are going to be fun. And I have something to show you done with those too. I do. Oh, and here's a journaling little ditty that I did the other day. I actually printed it, but I still have to put it in my journal. So we will do that. So what are you working on today? It would be fun to see what's going on in your neck of the woods. Sometimes these are cool for tags. We'll see. I'm not 100, you know what? Those are having a hard time there, so we're just going to put them back over here. And another little fabric ditty. This is paper. I have a spot that I keep just my copy paper. And these are good for that. This is all Roxy Creations. This is a little bit of lace. We'll just give these a... Okay, so some of this little odds and ends, little bits and pieces, I'm just going to slap in here. Just going to slap it. Slap it in there. So anyway, this is how that may seem really bizarre to you. Sometimes it's weird to me too. But I just kind of like to keep things a little bit orderly. And here's a little bag. Another little bag. Okay, so I'm going to set that up, off, out of the way. Going to put my papers over yonder. Here are my glue pages. And I'm going to move these back up kind of here-ish. Here-ish. Just moving things around just a little bit so that I can access them nicely. Okay, now let me show you what I was working on yesterday. I love this. And let's see, let's zoom in so you can get a better look at this. I've taken some of these pages, like I showed you, you know, a double page spread. And I have just, you know, I've been using my snippets. Remember that video that I showed you? The first, well, it was the second one, right? Because the first one was all messed up. Look how fun. Look how cute, you guys. I love these. So this, of course, is mostly Rachel's stuff, but I've added a little bit of fabric and lace, and then that's my snippet. And then here we have, I showed you the glassine bag, paper sack, and I have just stenciled a little bit of the ink on there. It flips up, so you've got a journaling card here. I've covered this with glassine paper, so you can actually journal here as well. This is all fun vintage. I've copied Rachel's idea of adding little bits. I kind of call them little raindrops. They kind of remind me. she likes to call them marks. She likes to mark her papers, and I think that's a fabulous idea. So I hope you don't mind, Rach, that I love what you're doing there. This is also writable. It's got glassing over, so you could use a fountain pen type on this paper. And here we go. This is also journaling. So how fun is that, guys? So, and more of the cutouts. And this is some washi tape that I've been using. And this, of course, is the other side, the other half of the snippet. I cut a snippet down the middle and then have been using that as well. So that's this one. Let me pull out this next one. So this is done with that same type of book page. It's old 1800s, and it's made with rag paper. I just know it is. So we've layered a bunch here. And this time, I know, this is just so fun. This time we have put a glassine bag upside down, and we have our journaling card, a different journaling card that just slips in there. So you've got that. You could even mark on there. And if you covered this with some glassine or another paper, you could also write on that. But I love it so much. And here again is the snippet paper. And then we open it up to the inside. And we've just added little bits and pieces. This is rickrack. This is some of this, the backing for the under couches and stuff. Remember, I was sharing that with you. Here's another of Rachel's amazing digital little butterfly, washi tape. Just sweet. And then this one, I just kind of framed the whole little bit of page. And this is covered with glassine paper as well. Here on the camera, it doesn't look as opaque. It looks very, very clear. It's hard to see, but in person, you definitely can tell that it's covered and that you could write on it. But anyway, so I've been busy making those and just having a good time. And then, okay, let me move this back out. And yesterday and this morning, I started playing with a different idea. I've never done this before. And so someone may have done this. I'm not saying that I created it, that it's my original, but I have not seen it anywhere in the videos that I've watched or anything that I personally have done myself. So I'm sharing it as my original, but it may not be original, if you know what I mean. Excuse me. Oh yeah, the old invariable cough. Choke. Okay, so here is another one of Rachel's digitals, and I have added just a little bit here. I've added this butterfly. I've added a bit of background paper, and I've added a Tracy label and a Tracy label here. And then we open it up. Look, is that just yummy? Look, we have pockets. We have pockets. So I've created with 2 pages. These are both Rachel's pages. Now, these little images, I honestly do not remember where I got them. if this was a digital from one of you that is watching my channel, please put it in the description. Let me know if they're yours, and I will absolutely give you credit. They were cut out, and I had done nothing with them, and I saw them yesterday, and it was like, oh, I need to work with these. And so I did. And I started with these little tiny glassine bags, and I carry these in my Etsy shop. I honestly don't use them very often, but this just kind of spoke to me, and so that's what I did, and I am in love with this spread. I'm in love with this idea. You've got, and I did this wrong because on the others you'll notice that I have the image coming out to the edge, which I messed up. I messed up, guys. But I'm still loving it. And I wanted them to be that you could flip them over this way. And so you've got all this loveliness going on, and just, I'm excited about it. It just makes this page so interactive. And then you've got, you know, these to go inside. You've got more journaling, some big journaling pages or papers that you could put in. And then, of course, the back is just, you know, it's just a nice digital. And I added just a little touch. Here, I added this butterfly. And this is all Rachel's paper. The labels are Tracy's. But yeah. So if this is something that you think you might be interested in learning how to make, let me know. Let me know in the comments below, and I can do a video on that. I have to make more of these because I'm just having so much fun. And again, let me know, please, if you recognize these digitals, the owner of them. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So let's see, what else have I made since that second video? Let's see, I did do a little bit. You remember this? I went ahead and stamped the coffee dyed page, and I added another embellishment with Rachel's digitals and some lace here. So that's an addition. I have added another, just taken one of her papers and just created this, just real simple, just glued this little pocket together. And all I did here was add a little bit of cheesecloth and an image, and then just a small little label there. And I think that's getting close to being, you've seen all of this. Had I done this with you guys? I can't remember. And I don't remember. And I think I did this. I know I did this. Okay, so, oh, and then there's this and this. So this is, we're starting to get a nice little stock here. It's coming along. I'm having fun, and I'm not sure, you know, I'm not sure where it's going, but I am absolutely loving these last things that I have done. So if you want to learn how to do this interactive little page, let me know. And these, you know, I mean, I could do a video on these too, or add it. Well, you get the concept. But anyway, just let me know what you're thinking that away. And I do believe, my dears, anyway, I'm really excited about that. I wanted to share all of that with you. What else have I been working on? Oh. There is one more thing. Let me get this back out. Let me get it so you can see it. You remember this book that we did several months ago. Anyway, my Ephemera, yeah. But I have now, I also have spent a few days, several hours on cutting out the birds and flowers and butterflies to go in this. I have a special journal keeper that I keep for Barbara's digitals, and I now have one that I keep for Rachel's digitals too, the fussy cuts. So I have spent hours and hours fussy cutting. Look at that. That's just pretty. Just looking at it, I'm just like, oh, it's so pretty. You know, even with my background. Anyway, I'm just like loving it, just wanting to look and flip through it and all of that. These I already had, these labels, and these might also be Tracy's. I can't remember. But yeah, and that's where we end with that. But I just wanted to share that with you. This is what I've been working on. So I have been busy, very busy, in my studio, just not, doing a specific video, but just wanted to chat, just wanted to say hi, just wanted to say I love you, and I hope that you're having an amazing day. And yeah, and we'll see you in our next video. All right, bye-bye now.